Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be my reading vlog from June 20th through the 24th. That's what Saturday is. Sunday and Monday, I kind of took the days to myself. Well, Sunday I worked 9 to 5:30, so I was completely exhausted and did not want to even think about picking up the camera. And then yesterday, I just needed a day to recover from Sunday and overall just have a me day where I read a bunch. I finished 2 books and I started another. We'll talk about that, like what I've started in a second. But I figured let's start this vlog. So the book that I started yesterday is Lore Olympus Volume 4 by Rachel Smith. This is the 4th book in the Lore Olympus series, which is basically a Hades and Persephone retelling of sorts, set in this kind of modern-ish like society, and it is basically like a graphic novel where we are following Hades and Persephone basically pining for each other the entire fucking thing so far. And I don't know how far I got into this because I'm reading it on Webtoons, but I'm counting it towards my Goodreads goal as the like bind-ups come out. I'm reading those, but I'm reading them on Webtoons, if that makes any sense. And then I also have the covers over here. Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare started. I don't know how far into it. I'm on page 461 of this. So whenever I hold up this, it's this book. But this is a reread for me. This is the 2nd book in the Last Hour series, which is one of the many series in the Shadowhunter universe. In this, we are in 1903 Edwardian London, and we are following a young group of Shadowhunters. As in the 1st book, Chain of Gold, there are 2 new Shadowhunter families that move to London, and around that same time, these demon attacks end up increasing, and in this one, we have Shadowhunters that are being murdered while on patrol, like wandering around the city, kind of monitoring the demon activity level, and Shadowhunters are getting killed, and it is our group of characters trying to figure out what is happening. And I love this book. I love everything that I've read by Cassandra Clare. I love every single book in the Shadowhunter world. So I'm slowly making my way through this so that I can read Chain of Thorns at this rate probably next month. I might start it later this month depending on when I finish this. I know my goal is to finish this by the end of the week maybe. And then I also kind of want to start, I have a couple of like contemporary romances over there. I say a couple, I have 2, which is a couple. I don't know words. So I might start one of those too this week because I feel like chunky fantasy needs something else to kind of break it up. And also I'm very much in my like romance era. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at today. I don't work, so it's mostly going to be a chill day with school work. I need to clean. My room is not messy, it is just disorganized. Like back there, that's kind of the level of mess of where it's like, oh, I just need to like put that book away, move that. Like it's just a lot of like that type of mess in my room. So I need to honestly organize. Like my desk is kind of a mess, actually, I'm realizing. So it's cleaning, reading, schoolwork, and whatever the fuck else I end up doing. I honestly don't know. Okay, so now it's 7:10 in the evening, and I read up to page 517. Yeah, 517 of Chain of Iron, and yeah. And then I also earlier this afternoon finished Lore Olympus Volume 4. I'm giving it 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. And I'm honestly sad that I can't continue. Like, I can continue, but my brain goes, I want to count it towards my Goodreads goal. And obviously, the next one isn't out yet, so I don't really want to count it towards my Goodreads goal. But who knows, in the future, I might change that. And then I also started and I finished Rules We Break by Dana Isley, which is basically an erotic novella where we are following Greg and Ivy, and Ivy is Greg's boss, and about a year ago they kind of had a little like friends with benefits fling for a couple months, and then realized they shouldn't be doing it because she's his boss and is 15 years older than him, and it's when in doubt just a bad situation. Now we're a year later and they are both at a work event in Nashville, and they decide, hey, let's rekindle this. And it is fucking smutty, and it has her being the dominant in the relationship, which I always love when you have a female dom in a book, because it's like, oh shit. And I give it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It was very smutty, very quick, and very easy to read. And yeah, so that's kind of what I spent my day doing. I did a school assignment too, and like I did a little bit of cleaning. Like I put my laundry away and I cleaned up the mess. I mean, there's still a couple little messes like back there, but the rest is pretty much clean. Which is good. But now I need to figure out what ebook I'm gonna read. I have a couple in mind, but I'm not sure exactly which one I want to choose. So I'll have to figure that out, but I will let you know that tomorrow morning probably. So it is currently Thursday. I forgot to vlog yesterday, but it's whatever. I will just update you on what's happened since. So I'm now on page 596 of Chain of Iron, and so I'm hoping to finish this tonight. And I'm still really enjoying that. And then I also started Raven's Redemption. Is that the title? I always get book 3 and 4's titles mixed up, but this is the 4th book in the Raven's Cry series, which is a MMFM adult paranormal, where essentially in the first book, Raven's Cry, we are following Rain, who is a witch who ends up getting hired by this vampire named Ezra to perform a spell on like the grounds of this manor, and it takes longer than Rain anticipates, but in the meantime she also kind of starts to bond with Ezra and like form a relationship. But then Rain also likes her best friend named Graham, and Ezra has a husband named Warren. And so it is, like, as I said, like the MMFM paranormal, because Graham's a fae, Rain's a witch, and then both Warren and Ezra are vampires, and there's also a bunch of other like paranormal creatures and aspects like gods and necromancers and like angels, demons, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that's kind of the vibes of this. We are kind of shifting in a slightly different direction in this 4th book, because we are really being introduced to gods and goddesses, and talks about the Fae realms and Fae and all of that. But I am enjoying it so far. I read up to 14% Tuesday night, and then I read up to 20% last night. And so I'm enjoying it. So yeah. And then later I will be starting, well, technically I read the prologue of Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood, which I honestly don't know anything about, so I'm just going to read the back of the book, because I pre-ordered this without even reading the back of the book and knowing what it's about. So, the many lives of theoretical physicist Elsie Hanaway have finally caught up with her. By day, she's an adjunct professor tolling away at grading labs and teaching thermodynamics in the hopes of landing tenure, but by other day, Elsie makes up her non-existent paycheck by offering her services as a fake girlfriend, tapping into her expertly honed people-pleasing skills to embody whichever version of herself the client needs. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet gig, until our carefully constructed Elsieverse comes crashing down. Because Jack Smith because Jack Smith, the annoyingly attractive and arrogant older brother of her favorite client, turns out to be the cold-hearted experimental physicist who ruined her mentor's career and undermined the reputation of theorists everywhere. But he's the same Jack Smith who rules over the physics department at MIT, standing between Elsie and her dream job. Elsie's prepared for an all-out war of scholarly sabotage, but those long, penetrating looks, not having to be anything other than her true self when she's with him, will falling into an experimentalist's orbit finally tempt her to put her most guarded theories on love into practice. So obviously, women in STEM. So obviously, this is like Ali Hazelwood always writes women in STEM, and so this is no exception. I'm really excited for this because I've heard great things about it, and also, when in doubt, Ali Hazelwood's books, yes, they're tropey, yes, it's kind of the same tropes, just done a little differently, but it's still like comforting to just have something that like I know I'm gonna like. I know it's going to be cliche and tropey and all of that, but that's what I look forward to when reading Ali Hazelwood's books. Like, and this, I do like the kind of like, in some ways it's like significant other's brother, but obviously it's fake significant other's brother. It's like rivalry, and like it just sounds like everything I will love, and based on literally reading the 2-page prologue, I already like the idea of this. So I will probably read a bunch more of this later, but I just wanted to mention it. And so yeah, I'm just kind of going to be doing a bunch of random things, reading throughout the day, and I will, fingers crossed, update you later. So it is 9:14 on Friday. I give up on vlogging apparently. Last night I did finish Chain of Iron, giving it 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. And I'm definitely going to be starting Chain of Thorns probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Originally I was gonna hold off till July, but I'm like, no. I need to know how this series ends, so I'll at least start it in June here. Who knows if I will finish it in June. And then I made it to page 46. Yeah, 46 of Love Theoretically, and I'm already enjoying it. Like, it's not amazing, but it's entertaining. Obviously we're following like Elsie, and right now she is just about to do like a job interview of sorts, and obviously Jack, who is the brother of the person that she's like fake dating for money, is on like the panel of people to like determine whether she gets the job or not. And so that's going to be very interesting because I don't know how it's going to go. So I'll read more of this later, probably when I get off of work, but I am also going to my friends later, so I don't know if I'll get any of this read. But I am really enjoying it so far. It is very quick and very easy to read, which I'm grateful for. And then I made it to 29% of Raven's Redemption, and I'm still enjoying that. There definitely is stuff going on that I did not expect. Like, honestly, I have no idea where this book is going, which I like because it adds an element of surprise and mystery and makes me even more intrigued. So yeah, I know that I honestly have so much shit that I need to do today, and then I work, and then I'm obviously going to my friends later after work. So I don't know. I am so tired. I literally wish I didn't have to work, but I do. So yeah, but I will update you either after work or after I go to my friends, maybe. I don't know when I will update you. I will update you when I update you next. How about that? So this clip is going to be really quick because I haven't read anything since the last clip, and it's currently Saturday at 5 o'clock. So yeah, I am going to be reading a bit more of Love Theoretically here, just like right now. I'm about to start reading, but I wanted to do a little update. Like last night, I pretty much got home from my friends and zonked out. Got up this morning, didn't read, and then I got home from work at 3, and then I haven't read anything since. So I figured just do a little update, and I will update you later on whatever the hell I do end up reading. Okay, so it is Sunday, so I'm quickly going to update you of what I read Saturday night, and then I'm going to end this vlog here. So I ended up reading until page 80 of Love Theoretically, and I'm still really enjoying it. I will say the setup and like all of that is really slow because I'm 80 pages in and not much has happened. As in like the characters are barely interacting at this point. But I am still enjoying it. And then I started Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare, or you might recognize it more by that cover. I just prefer this side because it's dual-sided. But I started this and I got 29 pages in. I read the first chapter pretty much. And this is the third book in the Last Hour series. I talked about Chain of Iron earlier in this vlog, but I'm enjoying it so far. I am kind of scared of reading this because of a lot of people saying that they were disappointed by it, and I'm worried that I'm going to be disappointed in it. But I'm going into it being optimistic of like, it doesn't matter how it ends up being, I'm still probably going to enjoy it. And then I got to 51% of Raven's Redemption, and I'm really enjoying it. We are doing a bunch of things, and it's kind of like all over the place. Like the characters have visited the Fae Realm, which I'm very excited to learn more about, because in the first 3 books in this series, the Fae Realm was kind of like a place that was talked about, but we never went to. We never really discussed it beyond the basics of one character's from there, and then like escape when he was young, and now we're going back there, and it's like, okay, like what's happening? And so I'm very like interested in that, and I love how in this series of the author is like taking inspiration by different like gods and goddesses through various pantheons and kind of weaving them together and creating her own, but you can still kind of see like the very basic like, oh, this god would be this pantheon's equivalent to that god, or like a mix. And like I do like that. Like I'm not very well versed in that type of thing, but I can still see the little like similar names or similar like what the god or goddess is known for to other things. And so it's like the author has done this amazing job of creating this own like world. And yeah, but yeah, that's what happened pretty much last night. But I'm gonna end this vlog here because, well, I'm gonna end this vlog here because it's Sunday, and I should have ended this last night, but I didn't. That's on me. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know it was all over the place and very chaotic, but that is my brand. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel grow. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!